Hey guys, Dylan from Geek Duo here, and today I'll be bringing you my reaction to Daredevil Born Again, Season 1, Episode 3, titled The Hollow of His Hand. The trial of Hector Ayala begins. Fisk's old business associates seek to claim his vacant mantle. So, seems we are actually going back to doing court cases during this show. I can see this going to be very similar to the trial of Frank Castle, where he, possibly indicts himself and gets sent to prison for it. He could even reveal in front of the court that, hey, I'm the White Tiger. And then that's just gonna have a whole host of things gone, because, yeah, the prosecution can't bring up the fact that they know that he's the White Tiger or anything. But if he gets up on the stand and um, implicates himself, then suddenly all of the anti-vigilante laws that had just been established are now applying to him. And also, you've got the jury now knowing about his history of seeking out trouble by night. Yeah. Also, I don't know how I didn't put this together because of the actor playing it, playing them, but it's been said by multiple people that Hunter Doohan is probably playing Muse. Because from what I know about Muse, yeah, there is some of that deranged energy that he had at the end of playing Tyler. So it's very possible that he is Muse. Or maybe they cast him because people know about him playing Muse, and it's someone else. I could always do a sneaky like that. I doubt it. I'm talking fast because I'm trying to get all my thoughts out. I need to rush this recording, so let's get this started in three, two, one, go. Yeah, because I've currently got my lunch cooking. It's going to finish before I get this recording done, but I couldn't wait for that to finish cooking before I do this, so. Also, which associates are they going to bring forth? Also, I'm glad I'm not the only one who thought that that guy's dead. Like, he got slammed right on his neck, and there was a crunch. Hmm. Hmm. You don't think your wife's gonna be there to support you, do you? Interesting that we haven't heard anything about his daughter. Does he even have a daughter in this? Because I know he does in the comics and most other media where White Tiger's in. Hmm. I still find it interesting that with everything important in Matt's life crumbling, Fisk is a part of that. Like, well, more Kingpin Fisk, because that was the white suit he used to wear. So, the implication of this opening is Kingpin is crumbling. Matt's faith in the church, or reliance on the church, because he tried to kill Bullseye, his faith in the police, Nelson Page and Murdoch, all of that, his eyes of the law, all of that have crumbled to build back up Daredevil. Is the semi-literal read of that opening. And yet Fisk is also a part of that. Also, apparently, people are thinking that events of the first episode may not have been as they seemed. Probably shouldn't have done that. Oh, why'd they have to shoot the other guy? He complied. He almost he almost looked like Dennis Nedry when he had the blood on his face. Oh, this is awkward. No idea what. Interesting. They said Red Hook they've mentioned a couple times. Hmm. I mean, they can't exactly touch him. It's behind me. Hmm. Again, that's even different bruises to what he had last time. Hmm. Who has Wilson, or what has Wilson been punching? Hmm. Yeah, Matt knows what he's talking about. Hmm. So it's more than just the tattoo. There's Punisher graffiti. Hmm. I wonder if that's entirely legal. Hmm. No. Interesting. That was. Here's the thing. You're going to be done for perjury for this entire story when if the witness makes it. I've never understood people who can feel confident lying in court. Hmm. Hmm. I have the Hmm. Interesting. Because that would be in police records. Hmm. He's chucked out on his story. Oh, he's got to tattoo it. Seems there's a whole sect of them that have that tattoo. Possibly should have had Matt go pick up the. Because he knows how to keep people safe when they're being transported. Hmm. Are they going to make it? Because I don't really want to see them take Cherry out so far. I like so early. I like the character. Hmm. You've just been kited. He's not in there, is he? Smart Cherry. Was that always the plan? Hmm. I'm not. Because I agreed to turn on the other people in the areas? They didn't have him swear in. Hmm. Apparently they did. Hmm. They should have gotten the confession on. Hmm. Because recorded evidence is admissible in court, so they could have gotten his confession recorded. I reckon they should have had a like a sensitive witness where they take all but the most necessary people out of the courtroom. They should have done that with him. Though again, I don't know if that's a thing in America. How capable is this errand boy? Hmm. Hostile witness, okay. Is that the one that I'm thinking of? Yeah, sort of. Hmm. They really have framed these shots where they're not in scene together so that they can work around the whole having to reshoot who they had recast Vanessa with. Because the way I've heard it is she only came in for like a day or two of shooting, and they really kept a lot of the stuff they originally had, but with like the Foggy and Karen stuff, adding her in for a couple scenes, having her dub over the other actresses' lines and that. Like even in shots of them together, she could have been like rotoscoped in. Okay, so niece. Hmm. That's not really evidence. Really, you're bringing interesting. Why did you do that, Matt? Hmm. He can ask any question he wants about. Hmm. Hmm. Possibly should have brought it up with him. Tell him, Matt. Tell him. You can't? Oh, he understands. You don't understand how much he understands. Tell him. Hmm. I mean, this is a benefit of having his identity outed. Everyone he saved helps. But also, you could fall into the Incredibles where anyone who wants to seek damages for injuries they sustained while he was helping them suddenly are able to. He's helped the cops. Morales. Jeff? We know Aaron is a part of this in the MCU, and Officer Morales. I know not every Morales is related to Miles, but to have his uncle and a cop that shares his father's name. Hmm. He would intentionally. The fact that there are police who have put in good words about White Tiger is really selling this case. Hmm. Hmm. I mean, that's a fair argument. I feel like this should be objected. Show up without a mask so that people know their face and their name. I knew that was the argument he was going to go for. I knew that was the argument he was going to take because it's the best argument he could have taken. I still feel like going into that much detail about the body twisting and bursting and all that would have been objected on, but hmm. I, I don't actually know how this is gonna go. Murder in the second degree. What about murder in second degree? And unfortunately, I don't know if he's going to survive because all those cops now know he got off with likely killing one of their own special sect if the partner had the tattoo. Hmm, interesting. Turning a Yurik against Matt is a very interesting. But is BB going to be played? Because there was something weird about her reaction around Fisk. Yes. Hmm. Listen, if a blind man is willing to cook for his date, you all have no excuse for not cooking yourself. Now, yes, I know Matt's a special circumstance. Dang it, Hector, you were told not to put the suit back on. He's getting taken out, isn't he? I'm pretty sure he got taken out in an. I'm sorry, what? I, I'm sorry, what? Frank? What the fuck? Huh. What the hell? That went from, yeah, I knew this was gonna happen. I think he went out in a similarly lackluster way in the comics, like, uh, Hector Ayala. We want comics 616. Uh, let's see. Where is it? There, living status deceased. Um, Hector enrolled in Empire State University, becoming close friends with Peter Parker, as well as occasionally crime-fighting partners with his alter ego Spider-Man. During a fight with Spider-Man's foe Lightmaster, Hector's identity as White Tiger was made public in a live broadcast, costing him his anonymity. This incident has serious consequences. For some reason, I couldn't say severe, but for Hector later on, as a maniac named Gideon Mace targeted the Tiger's family. Hector's parents and other family members were killed in a massacre by Mace. Emotionally exhausted by the ordeal, Hector gave up his life as the White Tiger and retired from superheroics. But after a while, the call to don the amulet and fight evils became too strong, and Hector once again became the White Tiger. Soon after, Hector was wrongfully arrested for murder and convicted despite the efforts of his lawyer Matt Murdock. Ayala was shot dead trying to escape shortly before evidence emerged that belatedly proved his innocence. So, sort of twisted it a little where he wasn't convicted. They had the evidence needed to exonerate him, but he was still just shot dead almost immediately after. Yeah. So, yeah. I knew he wasn't going to last long. A part of me hoped that they were going to subvert it and actually have him survive. Because, well, it'd be interesting to have another known vigilante out working in New York while Matt is trying to figure out what whether he wants to go back to being Daredevil or if he can do it by the law. But the fate of Hector Ayala was always to die from being shot not long after his trial. But for the Punisher, because that was... Why would Frank do that? Like, he never went out to kill Matt because he knew Matt didn't kill. He knew Matt wasn't like him. And so, he never did it. Hector never killed anyone. Like, it was proven by Matt, who Frank knows can tell when people are lying, that he didn't do it. So why would Frank then... Also, that would have him working with Fisk. Because it's almost guaranteed that Fisk or Vanessa or one of their underlings was behind that. So what the fuck was that ending? Like, there were a lot of things that didn't come up in what my predictions were for this episode. Now, there is a chance that someone else has adopted the Punisher logo and outfit, and they were the one to do it. Because we have seen cops going around with the Punisher logo on their skin. Why wouldn't one of them adopt his outfit and go act in a way that they think he would to avenge one of their own? It's possible. I don't know if that's how they're going to go. I'm just saying, because they showed it was more than just what's his name that had the tattoo. Like, there was the guy that turned his head and you saw a massive one on his neck. So, and I assume the guy that got killed by the train, he also would have been a part of it. The guy that was there when Matt got assaulted in the apartment, I assume he also would have been a part of it. I am bad with faces, so I don't know if the guy with the neck tattoo is the same one that came in when Matt was in the apartment, or if that guy was even in the courtroom. But yeah, I don't know. Anyway, that ending threw me. I don't have time to go on much more. Luckily, most of this was a trial, so there's not much I can really delve into there, because I don't really remember my legal studies course in high school, so can't really say anything. So I'm gonna go eat my lunch. Catch you in the next one.